When it comes to weddings, everyone wants the perfect day. But unless you have unlimited funds, it's I do, but at what cost?
Don't like not knowing.
I still don't know. You look a little stressed.
What does that mean to me?
Can you put the yellow one
Oh my
on top?
God.
That's not yellow.
I had the yellow
No,
one
I just.
on top.
I'm not saying you didn't.
How's that going to affect the cost from the original?
You will jump probably to about the $75 mark.
Oh, really?
Oh my God.
Weddings are sublime. Weddings are divine. Weddings are dancing around your bottom line. Meet newlyweds Michael and Lynn. Their trip to the altar was as steady as a Hawaiian dancer's hips, and so was their budget. Let's take a look back at some of the events leading up to their big day.
Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm 29 years old and work as a traffic engineer for a municipality. I met Michael 4 years ago. It didn't take long for me to realize he was my perfect match. This is the story of how we made it to the altar.
Weddings and money are like Michael and Lynn, an everlasting match. At the end of the show, we'll let you in on how much financial wear and tear they endured to create their wedding day.
The wedding day for me was quite overwhelming. It was surreal.
There was no limit to this couple's commitment, but let's flip open Michael and Lynn's wedding album and see what really happened.
I guess the stress for planning the wedding really was just trying to keep Lynn not from becoming stressed. Most of the time she was, she had her 1,700 different schedules she was working on. So I think from the wedding planner, my expectation anyway was to take some of the pressure off of Lynn.
Meet Cynthia Martin, wedding planner. With over 2 years' experience, she was determined to keep both costs and tensions down for Michael and Lynn.
Really, my goal is to save them time, money, stress, and keep them organized along the process of planning their perfect day.
So maybe let's start off by talking about what you envisioned for your wedding. Do you have any sort of ideas so far on what you'd like to take place?
We don't want something that's very casual.
So you want more of a formal style of wedding?
Yes, something very elegant but yet simple.
On your guest list, have you sort of put together a rough idea for how many guests you'll have attending the wedding, or?
Well, that's the hard part, I guess.
Yeah.
We have to just, between our families and their friends, it's probably already 160 to 180 people. So
Yeah.
we're
Okay.
probably in the area, once we get all our friends, involved,
yeah.
probably over 200.
That is a pretty big wedding,
Yeah.
so obviously that will significantly affect your budget.
We're sharing the costs. We're paying a portion. Lynn's parents are also paying a portion of it, and my parents are also contributing. So that's the only way we're able to have some of those things that we want that maybe we couldn't do on our own budget.
What about your wedding dress? That's usually one of the biggest concerns a bride has.
I'm not too sure exactly what I'm looking for in terms, I obviously want a white dress. I'm gonna go that route, stay with the traditional thing there. I think Cynthia will find me to be a bride that's organized. I will admit, I do tend to clench my teeth and I wear a mouth guard. Who am I kidding? At night when I'm stressed out, wedding related, anything related. So hopefully I don't bite through it.
Now, for flowers and decor, are they an important element to the wedding reception you talked about?
Well, in terms of the wedding reception, of course. We do want to, when you walk in the room, make a statement.
I think we have enough that we can really start to put together a plan for you. Have you guys had a chance to talk about budget? How much do we have to play with?
Yeah, we have thought about it. Okay. And we do have a budget.
Okay. I'll take a look.
Okay.
Okay, well, now that I know what we have to work with, let's get started.
Great.
Coming up.
Wedding ring has been used to symbolize married love.
This just looks like a piece of pipe.
Flowers didn't come on time, and I said, I'll go get the flowers. And the minister said, we can have a wedding without flowers, but we can't have a wedding without the groom.
When it comes to planning a wedding, costs can escalate faster than a bride's stress level before the big day. But at what point does I do become what should we do?
That is a pretty big wedding, so obviously that will significantly affect your budget.
At the end of the show, we'll reveal the financial key that unlocked Michael and Lynn's passion on their wedding day.
We needed to get the invitations done, so I thought it was a good idea for our bridesmaids and some friends to come over. Everyone there is figured it out. I felt like I was just doing a lot of quality control.
Quality control or just plain control freak?
It's gonna stick to the inside envelope. You have to slide them evenly. Make sure these two go together.
Oh my god. I don't want to make a mistake.
Can you put the yellow one
Oh my
on top?
god.
That's not yellow.
I had the yellow
No,
one on top.
I'm not saying you didn't. I just like it a certain way. It's not to be mean. It's just.
You want it to be perfect. It's okay.
As you know, down through the ages, the wedding ring has been used to symbolize married love.
This just looks like a piece of pipe. It looks like from your driver. You just cut off a piece.
Lynn and I decided to go shopping together for the wedding bands.
Who wants to start? Should we do ladies first?
We'll start with Lynn.
We'll start with diamonds.
Okay, yeah. I'm just going to pull a couple different out. Point out to me what would kind of get your eye first.
I like that middle one right over there.
This one here? Okay.
And how much is that one?
Now, this one here is $525.
And how much is this one?
That one is in 14 karat white gold. It's $1,125.
I do like the milling the best because, like I said, it looks antique.
It does.
With this amount of diamonds, you said around 700?
Yeah.
Okay.
And an edge to put the mill graining on. Okay, we'll just put these back here for now. And then, Michael, it's your turn. Got some rings under here, some gents styles that we can get you to take a look at.
Okay. And this is stainless.
That's stainless, yeah.
So what if you get a stainless steel? I'll get you a new driver.
Great.
Well, there you go. This one here is $155 in stainless.
Oh, look, I'm being cost effective.
Versus
Yeah, for me you are.
$345 for the titanium. Different color.
Okay, I'm done.
Which one?
That's the one. Oh, look at that. It's nice. I think it's really nice.
Stainless it is. Hooray for Lynn.
I don't like the color though. That's
Or not. Sorry, Lynn.
If you go with this one, I'll only have 12 diamonds.
okay. I'm really okay with it either way. I'll stay with the stainless.
And the rings will be ready.
I gotta look at that ring one more time.
Which one?
The other one.
Damn it.
Keep in mind that diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Titanium.
Back to titanium.
Back to
I just
titanium.
the feel of it.
Do I go
like-
down on diamonds?
No, you're fine.
I'm like,
How does this affect Lynn's ring?
This is the same. I think this is the same
what does that
size.
mean
Can
to
you check
me?
Yeah.
You're trying to sell me on the stainless steel because it was like $120.
No, I wasn't. I was not trying to sell you on a ring that was cheaper. I was trying to tell you that the ring matched my ring. In terms of dresses, I really didn't have something in particular in mind, just something simple yet elegant, and something I could pee in was key because those things are so heavy. I'll start with this one.
Okay, great, good.
Great.
It's just a nice soft A-line.
How do you go to the bathroom in this one? You can't step out of this one, right? You put it over your head?
Yeah, it's in a lovely peachy color. It's very delicious.
How do you go to the bathroom?
If you have bridesmaids.
What do they do? I never thought of a two-piece, but it's really, really comfortable.
It is because you can raise your arms very well.
And
You're
it's
not,
sitting higher.
Yes.
Right? So
Now this gown actually is just going to be going on clearance. I could do for about $395.
The price was right, but now for the deciding factor.
So
great.
off.
I like the two pieces. I could go to the bathroom in this.
It's lovely. Lovely.
I felt great in my dress. And the two-piece dress allowed me to step out of it. So,
You stepped out of it?
yeah, it stood there by itself. So I just stepped out of it, went to the washroom, stepped back in. For me, I just wanted really something very simple, much like everything else with the wedding, just simple but elegant. We're gonna be using this as for our suite table, so we don't necessarily need one per person. We have about 200 people. So maybe like a 12, a 10, and an 8. I also am most likely gonna get a cake stand. It's a cake plateau, the one that looks like another layer. So add more height and substance to the cake as well. In terms of decor, just some simple piping. I don't know if you've done, maybe we can look at some pictures like dotting around or It's just something really simple but elegant. And then what I was hoping to do on the bottom layer is just place some of the rose petals that will also be on the table that our florist will be providing. And then on the top, the cake topper will be a monogram.
Lynn may know what she wants, but could she afford it?
How does the pricing work for the cakes?
Well, it's a 3-layer cake, so you're looking at a $200 cost for the actual cake, and then there's a $20 for a delivery fee.
Okay.
And that's the only cost that's associated.
Which is great.
Sounds good to me.
When I saw the cake, it was great. It looked really nice.
Well, thank you. The other part of the planning with the flowers was a little bit overwhelming. I think, you know, for the most part, every other part of the wedding, I knew what I was talking about. Whereas flowers, I have no idea. I do love this, but I don't know whether
It's too contemporary for the room that you've chosen.
Exactly. So
Okay.
I saw this in a book, and this is pretty much as closest to this room as
In terms of the color scheme.
It's color schemes and also feel, right? You have the same chandelier at the top.
The soft green.
The soft green, I mean, maybe you can't see the carpet, but you used to see all the white on white here.
Okay.
With the white flowers.
So how's that going to affect the cost from the original?
You will jump probably to about the $75 mark.
Oh, really?
You look a little stressed.
I don't like not knowing. I'm pretty much a decisive person, and I thought I knew, and...
So not knowing the flowers?
Yeah,
or-
not knowing what we're gonna have. I mean, I want the room to obviously, when you walk into it, have a statement. After all the changing of our minds, or sorry, my mind, we ended up going with a centerpiece that was in a round bowl.
It's so pretty. That's gonna cry.
It is. It's really, really pretty. I really like this.
Is there a sort of a big price jump?
How many tables am I basing this on? Like realistically, how many guest tables do you think?
Well, we've invited 225.
So I'll base it on 20 tables.
Yeah, but I'm not.
I don't think we're doing so bad. You're under your limit.
Did you know what kind of flowers we had?
I think there's roses, wasn't there?
Anyways.
Coming up.
I was just wondering, do you know when this is supposed to be done, the construction?
Tuxedo. Pants too short. Otherwise, looking great.
No matter what your budget, weddings can make your savings quickly disappear. And although Lynn and Michael were trying hard to keep their expenses under control, costs were still adding up. At the end of the show, we'll let you in on exactly what our couple spent to pull off their big day. With their invitations mailed, their rings selected, and their flowers chosen, Michael and Lynn were building the perfect wedding day. So what could go wrong? Nothing, except for a little construction they didn't count on.
Well, I know when we first arrived, the night of the rehearsal, we did see sort of the ongoing construction all around the church, really. And we knew a bit about the parking lot. We knew that was going to be the case coming in. But they were doing, you know, the sidewalk in front of the main entrance.
I was just wondering, do you know when this is supposed to be done, the construction?
Today.
Today?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Let's hope. Thank you.
Thanks. We knew, I guess, going into what was going to be done as far as construction for the parking lot. All the entrances are supposedly going to be open, so we're looking forward to that so we can actually exit from the front of the church.
So I was a little bit shocked at the construction because I actually wasn't aware of that, and I myself couldn't even get a parking spot. I had to park illegally in one of the adjacent parking lots, so that's not going to be good for guests if we have anyone towed.
You lead the way, and then best man and maid of honor join up, and each of you in couples follow.
Loosen up.
Yeah, once we got to the dinner, everybody was really
But yeah, it was
relaxed, for sure.
I seemed so mellow afterwards.
Are you trying to add potatoes? Well, insofar as the financial contribution to the wedding, I only had 10 pigs, 14 goats, and 12 chickens to give. I think that the main thing was that I didn't have that much to do with it. The kids did it.
I want it to be perfect. However, with the way this Mike and Lynn Antoinette work on every detail of the wedding, I think that everything will go smoothly.
Cheers over there.
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers.
The morning for me was actually really relaxing. Just went to the hairdressers and they were great.
at the salon. I've got everybody ready on time, actually early. I was pretty happy.
Happy? Lynn, you were half asleep.
Did you get any sleep at all last night?
I fell asleep at 5:20.
And what time were you up?
7.
Oh boy.
I was a little anxious, so I got a little stressed right before the wedding. I'm a bit tired, but that's okay. I mean, it's part of getting married.
And while our tired bride was getting ready, Michael was teeing off.
I think I'm rested. I got a decent amount of sleep last night, but being up early was a little surprising. I could have used a couple extra hours of sleep, but golf was fun, so it was worthwhile.
Time check, Andrew? 1:10.
Okay. Well, now we'll wait for 2 hours.
Get married.
Always an overachiever. Ready early.
And so super organized that you can relax now.
This is kind of like a downtime, right? In the day. Savor it.
Do you want to take a nap?
Everything. Savor it.
Honey, the only thing you needed to savor was a cup of coffee.
Hi, Cynthia. It's Andrea Fisher, one of Lynn's bridesmaids. I'm just calling. The photographer has not arrived yet at Lynn's parents' house. Thanks, Cynthia. Bye-bye. They were running late with the guys, so they're both en route here.
We were actually glad Cynthia showed up to remind us to get ready, so.
Oh, don't tell me that.
You guys are gonna start getting dressed fairly soon. It's about 5 to 1 right now. We're gonna have you guys departing in the limo around 1:30.
Right. Oh my God, we're all wearing the same thing. How embarrassing.
That's what happens when you ask for a group discount.
How are you? You're
Good, good. How are you?
Absolutely stunning.
Thank
Beautiful. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Good. You seem very calm, which
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah, I'm
Good.
relaxed.
You've been so organized in the whole process. So.
Yeah, what time is it?
It's about 1:45.
Oh,
Okay. So it looks like you're totally on schedule,
I know.
which is great.
Are you surprised?
No, not at all.
Of course not. Lynn's schedules are pee breaks. Speaking of which, it's time to go. Coming up,
Hawaiian dancers have arrived. They were told 8:30, and they have a bachelor party to get to for 11.
Don't remember anything going wrong, so I guess it was just, it worked well.
Overall, it was a great day. It really was.
when you're planning to pledge undying love, you want to make sure you're not acquiring eternal debt. After all, it's I do, but at what cost? No matter what the budget, is it ever enough? Soon we'll unveil how much green Michael and Lynn spent on their white wedding.
When I first saw Lynn come around the corner, I guess with her dad coming down the aisle, it just relaxed me finally. So it took her a while, but
I was milking that moment, man. I was slow.
You were. Give you this ring
as a sign of my love and my faithfulness.
as a sign of my love and my faithfulness.
I declare you to be husband and wife.
After the ceremony, we went straight outside on freshly poured concrete and did a quick receiving line with our parents.
Basking in the glow of their love, our couple made their grand entrance, and then we're ready to party.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
My wife and I raised our two beautiful and smart daughters to be independent and reasonable thinkers. Your hard work has certainly paid off magnificently.
Yes, it went off without a hitch. Well, almost.
The Hawaiian dancers were, I didn't even know they were coming, so it wasn't my idea. It was your mom's idea, I guess, your parents.
My parents.
Yeah.
There's always a show, but there was a bit of a hiccup with the Hawaiian dancers. I guess they came a little bit too early.
Hawaiian dancers have arrived. They were told 8:30, and they have a bachelor party to get to in Scarborough for 11. So we wanted to find out if we could start them earlier, because they're here. They're just around the corner.
What time is the latest that they can go?
Probably around 9:45. Actually, they were here.
Yeah. As long as it's after dinner.
Let them know, as long as you're fine with
to
it.
figure out when. I'm just like,
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. You're so easygoing that as long as we can make it work for both, then that's perfect.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Okay. Awesome. You're a sweetheart. Okay.
The night was still young, and our dancers raised the pulse of the party, particularly for some of the gentlemen.
this wedding has been great. I mean, a lot of hard work, a lot of planning. But brought us together, and it's just outstanding.
Thank you for arranging.
How darling. But Michael, will you still feel that way after you see the bill?
Our original budget was $45,000.
The cake, which was everything that we were looking for, including the cake stand and the cake toppers, was $355.
Lynn looked amazing in her wedding dress, and the total cost with alterations and accessories was $1,049.
The rings, including Mike's titanium and my diamond ring, was $1,140.
Flowers and decor looked great, and the total cost for flowers and decor was $2,723.
Cynthia was great. She put my mind at ease, and her fee was $4,000.
The venue was amazing, the service there was wonderful, the food was great, and the total cost, including food and bar, was $27,769.
The additional costs, such as the limo, the photographer, and the DJ, totaled up to $7,208.
We actually spent $44,244, which means we were under budget by $756 whole dollars.
Or 10 more diamonds. Good job, though. How about?
The couple is proud, their love professed, and their budget preserved. The only question left, will Lynn be wearing her night guard on the honeymoon?
I believe you were 13 minutes late.
Thank you.
Yeah. If my memory serves me correctly.
I think your memory is quite correct,
Yeah.
and even to this day, I'm aware of it.
I was very nervous. It was like, okay, just let me get down this aisle.
That's gonna leave a mark.